Hello, people. Hello, human beings. A beautiful human beings. Are you willing to write your story and live your story and make your story a possibility? Or are you willing to continue to live on his stories, history, and his stories and her stories, and continue to fall flat in your face with all the pain, suffering, and struggle, repeating his story as your own story? Would you choose to be enhanced human being, developed to this current story that we are living, and make the changes that is necessary to write your story, and you as an individual becomes the main character in the story that you live? Rather than you write the story and watch the story, be the story and live the story. For that, you need to let go of his story. His story is only relevant to his and her time of life. It is no longer relevant for this story and your story. Your story is one of the most advanced stories that you can live and experience right today. And for that, you must become an enhanced human being capable of being stable, creating a stable enough platform so that you are not a problem to the challenges we face today, tomorrow, and surrounding us. Remember, his stories have actually crippled the humanity to this day. His story about the religion, his story about the politics, his story about the idea of power, self-claimed importance and significance to thought, his story about science, his and her story about the life has no relevance. Today, his story is further crippling your very story as a life. His story 2,000 years ago, a powerful story, which made every one of us to come together on the 25th for Christmas and to celebrate his story and bring us together as one in the times that were very different today. Is it time for you to now make the most appropriate living and present as the gift for this Christmas? Please listen to the words I'm speaking and I have spoken. Please listen to the words that you make the meaning out in your own experience. Whichever way you look at, the His story has made us pay an enormous price. His story is never relevant for our living experience of today's story of reality. What is reality is very fragile. What is history is a psychological and a ever crippling story for humanity to progress into a story of a powerful and most incredible level of possibility. Every one of our stories can become the gateway, a doorway to an immense possibility. Are you willing and conscious? Are you unwilling and unconscious to become a crippled human being and a problem in the story that you will live? Or are you taking the steps to make an immense possibility and an immense opportunity for all humanity and all life to thrive as a great big story going forward? May I please invite you all to celebrate this Christmas with a powerful and most profound and most energetic. And for that, be a pleasant individual human being with a sincere and an honest feeling about your conduct and the way you will be in the next few days, few weeks, few months. That we will write the most beautiful story on the planet, that we all came together and became an extension to one another and to each other. And we saw life as a burning flame that we passed on with a beautiful way of a story that we all lived in the most difficult times, yet a story that we all wrote his and hers and his and hers of amazing, courageous, and most powerful story scripture ever written on the face of this earth. All of his stories and her stories and all of the stories that were rewritten by us today will resonate for a planet, a conscious planet that we all seek to thrive as one. As one that is woven, that is interwoven and beautiful fabric of life. For the first time in human history, we can, for sure, make this a living reality, if not in this generation, but definitely leaving the way of this story be the only story that will raise the human consciousness, leave the human possibility, leave the human existence on this planet one of the most flourishing and most incredible experience for every one of us. Wish you a merry and a peaceful, healthy, the most importantly, life for all this Christmas.